Yeah, well. So yesterday's session we discussed about the SCP. So if you want to copy a file from one server to another server, so you can use this SCP command. So both should be running with the Unix operating systems. Okay, Linux, AX, Solaris, HP Unix, whatever. If you want to copy a file from Windows machine to Linux machine means then you can use WinSCP. Okay, Windows SUP. Fine. So practically also I shown how to copy. So then SSH keys also we discussed. Okay, if you want to establish the passwordless authentication between two servers. Okay, so SSH keys configuration. Fine. NFS. Once we done this network, right, then we will see NFS. Okay. So today topic is this one. So before this network, we discussed the hardware things, right? Like a hard disk, then memory. What is the main purpose of the hard disk? Storage. Yes, to store the data. Storage purpose. Memory to run something, to process something. Okay, to run or process something in your server. In the similar way, what is network purpose? Anybody? I didn't ask the network device. Generally, what is the network purpose? High level purpose. Okay, if you want to sell in the single word, communication. Okay, communication purpose. If you want to communicate from one server to another server or one device to another device, communication. Okay, so high level, you just remember why people are setting up the network. So even mobiles also, why basic feature of the mobile is to interact with your friend whoever in the different location, correct? So how will you interact? Okay, through network only people. Of course, there are two types of network communications, wide and wireless. That is different story. Okay, anyhow, so here also, as we know, our Linux servers are in data centers. Okay, so currently we are using this AWS missions, right? So how we are accessing AWS mission? Where is my server is lying? The Mumbai location, right? See, I am I am sitting in my hometown, but my server is located in the Mumbai region. Okay, so this is the Mumbai region. Under the Mumbai region, there are three data centers. Okay, so I told already 1A south. This is the code actually. South 1A, south 1B, and south 1C. Correct. So there are three data centers inside the Mumbai region. Okay, then my server may be here. My server is located here, 1B. So how I am accessing from my, this is my laptop. Okay, I am in my hometown. Okay, I am in my hometown. I am connecting. How? Over network only. Correct. As I mentioned in the project, there is one more crucial team, which is network team. What are and all their roles and responsibilities? To establish the network. Why they want to establish the network means, so here applications are running, right? If they want to expose this, if people from outside they want to access the application, okay, if they want to access the application, definitely there should be a network here. Who is maintaining this network means network team. That's it. Now we are not the network admins, right? Who are? We are OS admins. Then why do you want to learn network? So here you are not going learning entire network. Okay. So some portion of the network also you should know, because you are OS admin, the server admin, right? So here you are OS admin, you are the main person taking care of your servers. Okay. So some basic knowledge also you should know. Okay. At this moment, later you can explore network things also. Fine. So here hardware side, what is a component means NIC, network interface card. Okay. Remember, network interface card. So initially I told, if you want to access your server, username, password, then server IP is required. Okay. So where we are configuring this IP means on top of this NIC only. Okay. This is okay. So try to understand. So this is the component. This is the hardware device. NIC is the hardware device. So you are configuring the IP address on top of your NIC. Then these people are establishing the network on your server. Then outside people are accessing. Okay, fine. So here in your environment, there are a lot of servers, right? Thousands of servers. Okay, each and every server having the NICs. Okay, and each and every server having their own IP address. IP address is the unique, like your mobile number. IP address is unique, guys. It means it won't repeat. Okay, like your mobile numbers. One number cannot have the two people, right? One number means only one people. That's it. In the same way, IP address also. So to segregate here, right? Okay. So like these are the dev servers. Environment we will discuss later, but at this moment just understand. Couple of servers are in the dev environment. Couple of servers are in the QA environment. Okay, and couple of servers are in UAT environment, like this. So how to segregate all this means, okay, on top of your IP address there is a another component called net mask. Okay, don't deep dig into the network things, just high level you can understand. Okay, then on top of this one is the gateway. Gateway is the, this is the crucial thing. This is like your entrance. Okay, so let's assume it is a building, big building or shopping mall. Shopping mall in the cities, right? Multiple floors, multiple rooms available, right? So the shopping mall should have only one entrance. Okay, at front side, you should be having only one entrance. That is the main entrance. That is the gateway here. Every traffic should be coming through gateway only. Then what is nest mask means, like your floors, multiple floors, first floor, second floor, third floor. Okay, so they are giving one route map, right? The beginning, the moment you entered into the shopping mall, definitely route map will be there. Okay, first floor kids zone, second floor men's, third floor women. Likewise, okay, like the netmarks also segregating the either environments or application servers or DB servers, whatever. So most of the things, the environments wise, they are segregating this net mask. Okay, then individual room in each floor having multiple rooms, right? Like in the servers also, like this. Okay, the moment traffic will come to entrance, then it will go to the net mask. Based on the net mask, then it will go to the target server. That's it. This is what happening. Okay, fine. Are you getting, guys? So now someone today install Nginx, right? Earlier also when we were discussing the installation topic, I installed this Nginx. And what is the port number of the Nginx? What is the port number of the Nginx? 80. Very good. Okay. Then I started after installation, I started the services. Then I have made some configuration. Correct? I have made some configuration which is .index.html file. Index.html file. Fine. Then after my service running, how I accessed http colon slash slash server IP like 10.10.1.0 colon 80. This is the URL to access my application. Okay. And one more thing, what I have done, I have enabled the my port where security group, which means firewall. This is the firewall. Then from outside, from my laptop, I entered this URL. Then the traffic will go to the first gateway. Okay. So before gateway, there might be the firewall. Okay. Then here I enable the 80 port. Okay. Then only it will go to the gateway, then netmask, then target server, then inside my application, then it is giving the response. So this is what happening. Let me draw here. Okay, this is what happening in the backend, guys. Let's assume this is your server. Okay, so here your Nginx app is running. Okay, so on top of is the netmask. First you should have the IP address, right? Each and every server having the IP address. Then netmask. Then gateway. Okay, on top of the gateway, your firewall. Okay, even maybe inside the gateway only the firewalls parallelly maybe. Okay, firewall. Okay, so then you are sitting here and you are entering this URL http slash slash 10.10.1.0 colon 80. Then the traffic will go to first your gateway, then parallelly firewall also. Okay, so parallelly firewall also. Then if you are enable the 80 port here, okay, then only it will allow the traffic. Otherwise it won't allow. Here itself it will throw error. Okay, then the traffic will come to the net mask IP address, then your server services. Okay, then again this is the input traffic. Okay, then again it will give the response, right? The response also in the same way. Okay, So this is the way. Response also over your IP address, then netmask gateway, then it will give to the home page, the page you are accessing, right? Nginx, welcome to SK Technologies. Whatever you configured here, right? Whatever you are configured here, that will show here. This is what happening in the servers. That's it. Okay. This is the high level structure. Anything. You can take any application like YouTube or Netflix, whatever, anything you can take. This is only the high level. Okay. So here network guys are sitting and they are controlling the input output traffics between user and server or server service. Okay. So this is the service, this is the server. So who is maintaining the input output traffics between user and service means user and service. Who is user and service? Okay. Who is maintaining means networking. Okay. So under networking there might be a cyber security team, vulnerabilities team. There are plenty teams. But high level you just remember network team. Okay. These guys are monitoring input traffic because from whatever the traffic coming from outside, right? We cannot trust them, right? Okay, maybe some hacker trying to access your application, he wants to make some fun. Okay, so he wants to make some fun. So if he can access your application, then he will be post some virus or some, he will disturb the configuration. Okay, some blah blah things he will do, right? So real time the network thing is very crucial thing. Okay, that is the reason many people, I mean, many things they will be configured in from the network side. Okay, fine. Simple example you can, then general case, general use case. You ordered in the Flipkart. Okay, so you ordered some dress. Okay, for male dress, size XL. The same ordered, it is maybe, let's think it is under the hacker control means, then he will put triple XL. Will you agree your order? Definitely no. You cannot access, right? You cannot accept your order with a triple XL. Okay. So likewise, just this is a use case, real time. I mean general use case. In a similar way, real time also same. If someone wrongly handling your services, controlling your services, then it will be impact on your business, impact on the project, entire project. Okay, reputation issue will come. So that is the reason network is crucial thing. Okay, are you getting? Yeah, fine. Now we will see as a OS admin, what are the things you should know about the network? Okay, so how to see this IP address, how to see this gateway details. Okay, all these basic, what are the configuration files inside related to the network. All these things we will see now. Fine. So even this is very basic interview question. How to display IP address? Anybody knows? There are many ways to display. If config is the command. If config is the command, syntax is same in if config only. If config, if we do the -a means all details it will display. Okay. So let me log in my server and I will show you. This is a normal user command only. Okay. Normal user also can execute this if config -a. So here, if you want to, sometimes you will get a command not found error. Okay, even I also faced this error when I executing when I was trying to execute this command, right? So I had a command not found. What may be the reason, guys? If command not found means, yes, okay, so the respective package is not installed. NetTools, okay, I have installed YUM list net subscription. Okay, maybe let me jump to the root user. Okay, let me try here. YUM list net star. This one, NetTools. This is the package. Okay, so try to install this package, then only this command will work. Okay, I will share you later. So if config is the command, -a. Okay, so here these are the your Ethernet card details. This first portion. This is OS side. While you are creating this part, you can ignore. So here ETH0 showing, right? Okay, ETH0. This is the your Ethernet card name. This one. Okay. So your Ethernet card name is, so inside every server having their own Ethernet cards, as I explained here. Okay. So this is your Ethernet card ETH0. So here only one Ethernet card is available. Okay, and this is your server IP. And see here net mask. Okay, so even you can go and verify. Fine. So here there are two types of versions actually, IP addresses. Okay, so IP address are two types, two versions actually, IPv4 and IPv6. Still we are using IPv4 only. IP address, two versions. Okay, so one is IPv4, second one is the, maybe in future we will use this IPv. So version 4 in the sense it is having four segments actually, 0.0.0.0. So like four portions, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 6 means 6 digits, 0.0.0.0.0. Currently no one using, maybe future. Okay, future, let's assume small logic, IBM company. Now not IBM, it's overcome by another company. Let's assume IBM, MNC. Okay, so here 10 CR people are working. Let's assume. Okay, across the world, 10 crore people are working. So I said 10 crore people means definitely 10 crore laptops should be there, right? For each employee having their own laptop, and IP address is unique, right? Then 10 crore IPs. Okay, so 10 crore IP must be having the only IBM company. Let's assume only IBM having this many IPs, then lot of MNCs are there and a lot of people are working their companies and everybody having their own laptop. Then how to arrange this? How to arrange these IP addresses? So that's the reason IPv6 is there. Maybe in future it will come. Currently still people are using IPv version 4 only. Okay. So this and all not required for you. Just remember IPv version 4 means 4 digits. See, you can go and check any IP, it should be having 4 digits only. Okay. So what is my IP address here? 172.31, 172.31 dot 10.59. This is my, okay. So this is my internal IP. This is the private IP. This is my private IP. Did you remember, guys? When we are trying to log in AWS, what type of IP are we using? Private. Ishwar, what is your answer? You never used AWS, huh? Then how will you tell? Hmm. Private or tell me what IP? What type of IP? Balu said public. Balu said public. Again, Harish withdraw his answer. Withdraw his answer. In the interview also, will you tell the same? What, Sadia? What is your answer? Sadia? Public. Now tell me, Ishwar, what is your answer? Private. That's the reason I asked you to go and use the AWS mission rather than your local mission. Okay, leave it. So it is public only. Okay, AWS guys never ever allowing people to use private IP to log in their servers. Okay. Hmm. What you are trying to explain me? Why you are deep digging? Initially itself I told don't deep dig into the network things. Just high level try to understand. So my question is, so here I written one IP. Okay, so this is my IP. This is the I told that this is the private IP. So my question is, what is the IP address? What type of IP address are you using for the login your EC2 instance? It's public. That's it. Okay. Why we need? Why we have two types of IPs means this is the scenario. But later I will explain. Now I think you won't get the concept. Okay. If I explain means it will take 1 hour. Okay. So I don't want to spend time on this one. Later we will see. Just remember private IP and public IP. Fine. So private IP, that is the reason you AWS guys, even our in real time also. Okay, there might be a two types of IP addresses. You cannot access your server from outside. Okay, with the private IP. Remember. Anyhow, so here four. Okay, so 4 digits are there, right? IP classes also there. This also not required, but anyhow, I will just list out the classes. Okay, class A, class B, class C, and D and E. Okay, there are based on the class type only your IP address getting the value. Okay, so I will give the list here. The ranges class A. What is the range of the class A? Class B, class C. Okay, so these and all just you can go and Google it easily. Will find out the values. Just remember, okay. Don't deep dig here. If you deep dig means then network is the different thing actually. As a OS admin, these and all not required for you. Just remember, in interview they will ask just how many types of IP version, version 4, version 6. So what type of version are you using? You said say IPv version 4. Okay, that's it. Fine. So to display the IP address, this is the command. If config -a, which will show all your interfaces. Okay, interfaces nothing but that NIC cards. All details it will display. Okay, then how to display? There is one more important command, how to display the gateway details. Okay, so gateway details, command is netstat command. Okay, there are plenty of options with netstat command. Okay, so -nr I think. Okay, nr will display the -nr will display the your gateway details. See, this is the gateway IP. Okay, so this gateway IP is configured to Ethernet 0. This is the interface. Okay, Ethernet 0. If it is available, then only you are able to access your server. Okay, sometimes this will be corrupting, this will be crashing. If gateway not connected to with your server means, okay, then that's it, you cannot access your server. Very important question. User is unable to access the server. Okay, there are many possibilities, many causes. Okay, so I will explain each and everything, not now, that is when you are ready for the interview, right? That time I will explain, or else end of the course I will explain. Okay, user is unable to log in into your server. There might be many possibilities. Server is down. Okay, interviewer immediately he will he will ask cross question. Okay, server is up and running. Then okay, maybe user password is got expired. Okay, again he will reply. Okay, user access everything is fine, but still he is unable to access the server. Maybe server shut down. That is very rare case. Okay, server is running. Then so likewise he will keep on asking cross questions until unless what he is expecting that answer should be given by you. Until unless he will be always questioning cross questions. Okay, fine. So this is the command to display the gateway details. Fine. Now there are configuration files. Okay, so let me write here configuration files. Command is, I think it's a normal user command only. Netstat -nr. Okay, remember there are a lot of other options also. And let me an. Okay, so an is another option with netstat command. So here if you observe, this is the a netstat an output. Okay, so here 8080 we enabled, right? Question is, I have enabled a port in my server. How to verify the port is listening or not? Okay, so this is the command. So here see 80 port I enabled, right? So here it is showing 0000 0.0.0.0:80 which is listening. Okay, so this is the command netstat -an. nr is for the to display your gateway details. Okay, nr is the, this is for to display gateway details. If you want to display the listening ports details, netstat hyphen an. Okay, na, I think maybe you can use any type. So listening ports it will display. What are the listening ports in your server? It will display. Okay, so remember there are few other options also. I will show you. Don't worry. Then configuration files slash etc. Okay, slash etc sysconfig system configuration. Then under system configuration network hyphen scripts. So this is the directory. Inside there are many files of your ethernet card details. Okay, let me go and check here. cd slash etc sysconfig. Okay, network hyphen scripts. Yes, very long back I remembered. Okay, so here I am. So here this is the command. These are the files. Okay, see here. If cfg ethernet 0, this is the file which is having your ethernet details. See. Okay, so this is the mac address, hardware address, mac address. Okay, so sometimes ethernet is the hardware, right? So it will be having a warranty, or maybe if any hardware issue, okay, sometimes happening, right? Okay, so if any hardware issues found in your server means, then vendor will ask the service number, the server service number. Then inside the hardware MAC address also he will ask. So how to get means, you can go to this location and this is the file which is having your details. Okay, and your device name is ETH0. Sometimes, and what type of the device is, this is the Ethernet. Okay, this is the Ethernet device. Fine. Sometimes you might be having gateway and your IP address also here, but AWS having limitations, right? So limited things only available here, but in the real time, right, you might be having full output about your NIC. Okay, remember this path. Inside here lot of files, so this file you can remember. Even under sysconfig also there are lot of things. This is complete your system configuration. Okay, even Grandi also available here. Okay, so under network, this is only your network. I think here also there is a file. We will read this file. Okay, networking, it is allowing some configuration files. If someone asks you what are the configuration files, you know means, you can tell sysconfig network. This is one file. Okay, then this is another file which is having your IP details. This is your network details. That's it. Just remember. Okay, fine. Any questions, guys? And one more file. Very important thing. Fine. From outside means, this is the way people are accessing from outside. Okay. So within your network, your office network, let's assume this is entire your office network. Okay. So this is entire your office network. Inside there are plenty of servers, lot of servers, right? How these servers in communicating each other internally? Okay. So this having one IP. This is also another IP. Okay. How to establish the network between two servers internally? I'm asking OS level. not hardware level. Router, switch, all things are hardware level, as you told. So OS level I am asking. So here the server having, there is a file called /etc slash hosts. This is one another very important basic thing. Okay, /etc slash hosts. Okay, so this is the very crucial file, /etc slash hosts. Yeah, this is the file. You can go and read it. Fine. So here currently nothing entries. Okay, so you can go and add entry here. Okay, so you can go and add entry. So here this is the file, right? So here I want to communicate from one server to second server, right? Then the second server IP you can add here. Okay, IP and host name. Then this server will communicate to this. In vice versa, I want to communicate from S2 to server 2 to server main means, then here also this is server 2 IP. Okay, so here also it is having the host file. So here server 1 IP you can add with along with your host name, then you can make the communication. Clear? Clear, guys? Very simple. Let's assume there are two servers, server 1 and server 2. Let's assume IP address of this server is 10.10.1.1. Okay, this is 10.10.2.2. Okay, this is server 1, server 2. Now I want to make the connection between 1 and 2. Okay, I want to access this server like this. Access means communication only, right? So how to communicate each other means, there is a configuration file which is /etc slash hosts. Here also /etc slash host should be correct. Now how to add entry means IP address and host name. So I want to communicate from server 1 to server 2 means which IP I want to give here in the server 1, 10.10.2.2, like this is host name. You can give any host name like host name. Okay, now from here to here I want to connection. I want to connect from here to here. This means then here server 1 IP 10.10.1.1 server 1 like this. Okay, this is server 2. Clear? Now let's assume there is another server which is 10.10.3.3 server 3. Now I want to make a connection between server 1 and 3. What is the entry I need to add here? 10.10.3.3 server 3. Correct? In the same way, from here to here means I want to make a connection from server 2 to server 3. 3.3 server 3. Correct? Now reversely, I want to connection here to here and here to here also. Then here also there is a file. Then I need to add server 1, server 2. All details I need to add, right? IP. Correct? Correct. Yes or no? Let's assume likewise I have 3000 servers. Then will you go and add 3000 entries here and here also? I mean not 2000 minus 1 because this IP not required, right? Here also will you go and add 3000 minus 1 server entries? Foolish thing, right? Then what? How to overcome this? Others, think it, guys. So here there is a concept called DNS, domain naming service or system. Okay, domain naming server, DNS. Okay, like your telephonic book, guys. Earlier all landline numbers are available in the telephonic book, right? If you go and check any library, there might be a book called telephonic telegraph book, which is having all landline numbers all across your state or maybe country. Major important all numbers should be available. Okay, so here what is DNS means? So here also to overcome this issue, in the real time also people are maintaining the DNS servers. You can take one server. Okay, take one server. So here also /etc/host should be. So add all your 3000 entries only one time. Okay, then other servers, right? Other server simply add a DNS entry, that's it. Okay, so you just go and add a DNS entry, then no need to add all other IPs. If you DNS entry means added means, then whatever the IPs available in the DNS server, all should be communicating with your server. That's it. Then what is the DNS entry? How to add it means configuration file /etc/resolve.conf. Okay, so here name server, then this DNS IP. That's it. DNS IP. This is the entry, guys. Okay, so each and every server simply can go and add this entry in /etc/resolve.conf. This is the configuration file. Then it will, the server, it will communicate to all other servers. That's it. Okay, even if you don't have DNS entry also, your server cannot access, your user cannot access your server. This is also one of the reason. Okay, are you getting? So if others not getting means, go and watch my video again and again until you understood. Okay, I can understand this is something, I mean for new, I mean whoever not worked, right? So those are, it's a little bit tricky. Okay, but don't worry, go and watch my videos again and again, and you can see other videos also from YouTube, then you will come to know. Okay, so DNS question also will come. What is straightforward question? What is DNS? What is the configuration file? How to add a entry? That's it. Okay, DNS server, name server, both are same. So doesn't matter, right? If I have a new server also, if I new server coming into my project, then No need to add all these IPs here. Simply this IP address add into the DNS server plus new server. Then this name server just add here under /etc/resolve.conf. This is the entry. So here you can add this name server details. That's it. Then this will be communicating to all servers like this. How many you have, all it will be communicating. That's it. So let me list out here. ls-l/etc result.conf. Yes, file is available. Now let me check the AWS DNS. Yes, this is the DNS name. I think gateway also similar name. 0201 is the gateway. 31 no? Yeah, 31. Maybe they are maintaining all similar series IPs for the DNS and gateway. Other devices also. Okay, fine. It is under south one means first data center internal. Okay. Okay guys, that's it for today. So you can, what you will do, you can go and get your DNS entries of your friend's mission, then try to communicate. And I forgot to tell you for the first basic command, ping. Ping is a command to check the network connectivity. Okay, if you give server to host name or IP here, right, then it will go and ping this server. Anyone having, anybody started your missions guys currently? Anybody having servers in handy? Okay, no problem. You can work together. Okay, so practice together. So tomorrow also you can invite me into your practice session. I will explain. Okay, how to add entry in the /etc hosts and the DNS entries and all. Okay, how to communicate from one server to another server also. Okay, I will explain this ping command. Okay, fine then. Let me stop the recording.